Go up to light middleweight for our next fight action from Dusseldorf. Next up, Gary Logan from Brixton. 1 defeat in 25. We've seen him before. And one thing about Logan, he is a really destructive body puncher.
Oh, body shot. Now, was that low? No, I don't think so. Is he going to get up from that? I don't think so. He's in absolute agony. And King is knocked out.
I think that proves the point. Logan's into the top 30 in the WBC World Rankings now. But this could be a testing workout against a tough and seasoned southpaw. Horace Fleary, based in Huddersfield. He's been in with some of the best men in the division.
So let's get ready for round number 1. Again, Logan. The white and black striped trunks coming out to the center of the ring to the officials' orders, and we're underway in the first round.
Fleary starts out in the southpaw stance. They said he was a switch hitter, so he's subject to go back and forth on us here.
Trying to confuse Logan early on. Logan very calmly. You can see that good movement that he does possess. Fleary tries to go in, lands a pretty good right hook to the body on the way out.
It's tough on these fighters. You know, they've been back in the dressing room for hours. They're a swing bout. They could come on at any time.
And on the way out, another right hook on the face of Logan. Got one to the body and now one to the head from Fleary.
Yeah, he's trying to work him out of that southpaw stance with good straight right hand to the body.
See Logan setting up everything nicely with that left jab that he has. And a lunging style of Fury once again. Once gets the punch to the top of the head, lands a pretty good combination of the way out that time on Logan. Oh, nice double jab that time. One from underneath, one over the top by Logan. Never really got a chance to throw the right hand as it was smothered by Fleary in his way in.
Good inside work by Gary Logan. Nice. Both boxers, both Frank Maloney's boxers here, have seen they've got a good left hook to the liver, and that's got to be taught to them because that's not a punch that you see a lot of European fighters using.
Logan in particular with that good left jab and then follows with the right and then hooks with the left to the body. Fleary, you can see wildly throwing that left hook he's trying to throw.
Nice boxing behind a good left jab by Gary Logan here. Good balance, staying down in the pocket, not giving Horace much to work with.
Fleary throwing a pretty good left over the top. May have been caught in the gloves and arm that time by Logan, but some of it got through. A hooking left hand by Logan. Another good solid body punch for him. Boy, he's got a good left hook.
Yeah, nice double left hook up and down. He's standing right in front of Horace here, but he's bending and showing him different angles. There's a good counter right hand after Fleary tries to bum rush him, and then again that left hook to the liver. Nice boxing here by Gary Logan. Good little prospect.
Closing seconds of round 1.
You're watching Sky Sports.
Second round, they tentatively have been set this for 8 rounds. They've cut it back to only 6 rounds they're boxing here, so this is a second of 6 for Logan and Fleary. Logan in the gaily colored white and black trunks tonight. Stripes working on the left. Fleary a late entry into this fight and fighting quite well, I might add, in round 1.
That was confusing at the weigh-in because he spoke fluent German but claimed to be English. And needless to say, he was telling the truth, Sam.
Huddersfield, England is where he's from.
But he was stationed over here with the British Army. He picked up his German.
Matter of fact, won the German junior middleweight title. So it's kind of a deceiving situation with a couple of Englishmen fighting each other. One, however, fighting out of Germany now.
Fleary looks like he realizes he's going to have to press Logan here if he's going to be in this fight at all. He's no match for him boxing-wise on the outside.
How does Logan counter that charge, though, Bob? What does he try to do? More angles, stay out of in front, as you pointed out, or what does he try to do?
Come out to both sides. You know, you can't back straight up.
First with the jab, yeah. Stay with his foot on the outside. That's the one. That's the one. Just stay on the outside.
And just as Bob made that comment, you could hear our English friends across the way as he took an angle shot to the left, hit a couple of good body shots, and they said that's the way. Nice angles.
Fleary starting to land a jab of his own here in the second round. He's looking for the key to unlock Gary Logan here.
Horace continues to charge. Logan able to counter on his way in a couple of times. Last time he got caught pretty good that time.
Pull out, then pull out. That's the one. Good effort. Well, stand it out there. Stand it out. Keep your feet.
Logan being much more so economical with his punches here in the second round as Horace Fleary confuses him here a little bit, changing up his style.
That's busy, Gary.
Good little body work on the inside by Logan there.
That's one of the things he's done very well. Horace charging into him. Logan able to dig those shots. Boy, and I tell you what, that left hook to the body has really been a weapon for him.
That's it.
I mean, it's such a great addition, you know, coming off a guy with a good jab. If he can turn that hook, and there's a good straight right hand counter when Horace tried to come back to him.
Closing seconds of the second round. Again, they're set to go 6. These are junior middleweights from Dusseldorf. Gary Logan quick to the stool in his corner. He'll be fairly well pleased, even though he's had to try to counter off everything that's being thrown. There you see once again fending off the punch and then coming back with a right hand of his own against Fleary.
From that point on in the round, he came on. I scored it an even round, but his corner's telling him, son, you only fought 30 seconds in that round. Good corner work.
You see, once again, this is where Fleary wants to be. Wants to brawl a little bit. Certainly Logan would like to get and dig underneath as much as he could, but particularly that good body work that he's had. And they're encouraging Logan to get a little bit more busy here, so let's find out if he's able to do so in round 3.
Good advice in the corner of Gary Logan. They told him, get off first and don't wait and see what he's going to do. You know, you're way ahead in the first round, and you let him get back into the fight a little bit here.
So that's the hallmark coming out of both these corners, both for Logan and from Fleary. Try to establish your game plan early on in the round. Right now, it seems to be Fleary the one that's pressing the issue. Logan's still looking for an opening right now. Fleary just a little bit of a problem on the outside of the right eye. They've got that pretty well gooped up with some Vaseline, but must have had a little abrasion on the outside of the right eye. There's Logan with that charging attack. Fleary closes the distance and ties him down.
Coming on top of him, Gary.
Logan's got to walk to him with the jab, get him backing up. That's when he was completely in charge in the first round. Turning that jab into a nice left hook.
You know, the one thing that's difficult for Logan here, Bob, is the fact that once he jabs his way in there, Fleary is such a kind of an off-balance, awkward type fighter. Once you've set something up, you really don't know where to punch because you know which way he's falling, one way or the other. He kind of falls right, he falls left. No set pattern for Fleary.
Right, and that's just what you want to. You never want to have a set pattern as a fighter. You know, it's very dangerous because an experienced fighter will time you. Nice left hook.
Yes, that was nicely timed and right on the button. Now good straight right hand by Logan. Backs Fleary up a little more. Well, definitely the best punch of this round and this fight for Logan.
The book on Horace Fleary is he's very durable and very tough. He's got it doesn't have a particularly good record, but I'm sure it's been fashioned against some tough competition. Logan, on the other hand, has started his career under the tutelage of Mickey Duff, and after 3 years made the move to Frank Maloney. So he's been in very good company.
Nice amateur record, 59-17 for Logan. Now 25-1 as a pro. Very few times has he found the bottom side of the loser's column. You see that digging right hand on the uppercut, and then the great follow-up combination. Logan really working in this round. One thing nice about it too, Bob, he's really setting down on some punches here.
Yeah, he's got great natural balance. As you can see him, as Horace presses him, he's continuously backing up, trying to keep the right kind of a range in front of him, so he still has range to punch, but Fleary's smothering him. Nice combinations by Gary Logan.
Fleary trying to send a right uppercut. Smothered easily by Logan as they were chest to chest. Closing seconds of the third round. Logan again clearly his best round as he landed a monstrous left hook that might have ended this fight early. Fleary weathered the storm. He takes a seat on his stool as they wait for the next 3 minutes to come about. Again, calmness going in both of the corners. You can see some of this action again after Fleary had come in on top of Logan. Again, that was that big left hook that he threw.
Turned it over nicely, too.
Let's take a look at some more of the action from that round 3, and there was that pretty good right hand thrown by Logan. And kind of ducked away from anything Fleary was able to throw and smothered the rest of the punches on the way to the ropes.
You look at their feet and you see Logan, he's in perfect balance at all the time, whereas Fleary, he's getting up close to him and he doesn't have his legs underneath him, and that was the difference when he landed that big left hook.
Gary Logan on the left, Horace Fleary on the right. Fleary in the black trunks. They answer the bell for the 4th round of a scheduled 6-rounder. And again, Logan lunging with the right hand. Made a little contact that time. May have been caught on the glove as much as anything by Fleary. Logan's a little different fighter here from round 3 and now into 4. Particularly at the end of in the round 3, he really lands some quality punches.
I think Horace Fleary's got a real good beard, though, and I think he's quite strong because Gary Logan is showing him a lot of respect here. He's not just taking him as a 16 and 26 fighter that he's going to run out of gas and then run out of the ring. He's smart. He's fighting a very smart fight, Gary Logan.
Referee hasn't had to work too many times in this fight tonight. Good combinations by Logan. Another one. He digs that right left to the body, then came back up over the top. Fleary was able to duck out of the way of a good right hand. There you see how, again, Logan trying to use some angles, trying to find a way to get between that guard.
He's got Horace pretty much reduced to trying to, tie him up in a clinch and then punch out of there. You can't. Gary Logan's in complete charge on the outside. Logan, nice left uppercut to the abdomen by Logan. Really tried to disembowel him there.
Logan, a nice package. Good legs underneath him. 154 3/4 pound. Came in at 68,8. 154 pounds for Fleary as he weighed in late after being a late replacement for this fight tonight for Logan. Good overhead view will probably show you how quickly Logan can close the gap. Once he gets an opportunity to close inside, you saw Fleary come in quickly, and Logan landed a couple of combinations coming in.
Good body punch by Horace Fleary here. Trying to return the favor for Gary Logan. See Logan trying to maintain that distance on the inside there so that he can still have his punching range. But the experienced Horace Fleary pulls him close to him and holds him until the ref breaks him.
Logan pop shotting on the outside. Fleary caught a majority of those. Oh, he does not catch that left hook to the body, though. Well, you can almost just feel that from this vantage at ringside.
Nice body work by Gary Logan. Well-schooled fighter.
Closing 20 seconds of the 4th round. Fleary again continued just trying to brawl a bit here.
He's trying to hit and hold.
There you go.
There's that great combination thrown by Logan. He throws another one. there's any doubt that Fleary was going to steal a round, it's been taken away as Logan answers with a flurry.
He's tiring, Gary. He's tiring. That's all right.
You're watching Sky Sports.
Inside.
See, Gary, now be close.
And they continue to talk about Logan about getting off first.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job. The referee warned Horace Fleary there for a little bit too much clutching and grabbing tactics. He realizes he can't fight with Gary Logan on the outside, so he wants to try to stay on the inside, but Logan's experienced enough not to let him do that.
Fleary a little taller than two, 5'11" to 5'9.5". Probably a little bit much on the reach, a couple of inches at least. Logan again. Tell you what, he's textbook when he starts throwing those combinations. Body comes upstairs.
Oh, and he bended nice with that left hook.
Stick again, Gary. Stick again.
He's not head hunting by any means. He's a nice little body puncher here.
Really is one of those fighters, Bob, that you always hear. You are afforded your opportunities, and wherever that opportunity might be, that's what you attack. And I think that's what Logan is doing with those body punches. The fact that Fleury's able to cover up well, Logan goes downstairs hoping that he'll drop that guard anytime and is able to get a big punch in over the top.
But, I mean, you can see right now that Horace has dropped his guard. He's got both hands below his chest, but Gary's corner telling him it's showtime, time to go to work. But he's staying down there on that body. He knows that that's where he's really hurting Horace. I'm sure they know quite a bit about each other, being countrymen, and Horace Fleary might be the kind of guy that nobody hurts to the head too much.
It's going to work, Gary. Come on. That's better. And again, come on.
Fleary again is in fairly nice shape, not breathing at all hard here in this fifth round. In fact, neither fighter really sucking much air right now. They've worked rather diligently through these 4+ rounds now.
Stick, come on. That's better. And again, let's go.
Textbook performance by Gary Logan here. He's out there having some fun, Sam.
And getting the work that a lot of time your trainer liked for you to get. Quality work, I might add.
Now, one good thing, about coming to a foreign country like this and getting some work, you might not be in with King Kong, and this isn't Horace's hometown, but you're away from home, and all the hassles and all the things that get a fighter upset about being away from home. You put him in front of 6,000 people and let him learn his craft. Oh, and there he goes again, doubling up.
Following Horace Fleary into his corner here, as both fighters will be getting ready for the 6th and final round. Not much of a decision on our scorecards anyway, as it's pretty much shut out. Other than the second round, you had Fleary and Logan in a even round in the second round, but most all of that has been now turned to Logan. And I thought in particular, Bob, the end of the third round and on into the fourth round, that Logan certainly really kind of turned things around and really kind of said, okay, I'd like to be the guy, as they said, get off first and kind of dictate the fight a little bit more.
Absolutely, and that as long as he has been getting off first, he's been in complete control. He kind of let Fleary get into it a little bit in the second round, backed up and wanted to see what he had or whatever, and it ended up being a closer round.
You can see as Fleary just heads down, tries to push in on Logan, but to no avail as they head for the 6th round. This is the final.
Nice corner work in Gary Logan's corner. They're telling, they said don't rest on your laurels. Show them your craft here, son. I always love to hear the British coaches. They invented this sport, Sam, and
they've had some great ones along the way. By the way, Frank Maloney had an earlier fighter, Ross Hale, wanted a 4-round knockout over Stefan Schramm from Germany out of Stuttgart. Ross Hale, an excellent-looking welterweight, ran his record to 20-1 and got his 13th knockout. Ross Hale, another one of those outstanding fighters out of that Frank Maloney camp, as is Gary Logan here tonight.
And he also displayed a very good double left hook, which ended the fight for him, taking out his German rival. And another situation where he fought a hometown kid, came over here and plied his craft in front of a hostile crowd. And that's all good experience level for a fighter at this stage. Excellent work.
Well, you'd have to figure that the sparring over at the Thomas A. Beckett gym would probably be just close to excellent at what you need. That's certainly what Gary Logan has enjoyed in his career, and you can see he really works at it very diligently. Very well schooled.
See the way they develop their fighters. The first thing that they do is they'll win the Southern Area Championship or the Northern Championship, like we try to have our young fighters win a state championship, and then from there they'll go for a Lonsdale belt and work their way up to a Commonwealth title. And if they're successful in all those efforts, they're primed and ready for a world championship.
Logan has not stopped working at all here in this 6th round.
Now, sometimes when you got a fighter, hey, you can say, hey, you're well ahead, just don't let anything happen. But this is a 6th-round fight, and they're not letting him do anything but go out there and be the boss, be the governor, as they say.
Minute to go in this, the 6th round. Logan now starting to show some movement here to Fleary. Fleary just kind of standing and watching him as he dances around him, a 360 in the ring. Pretty good left jab still thrown by Logan as he tries to set something up with that right hand.
Yeah, he walks to him with a jab, and as long as he's been doing that, he's been backing up Horace and having his way with him.
Big punches that time by Fleary on his way in.
He's strong, though, Fleary. You can tell. By the way, Gary's he's careful with him, but he's not being overly careful. He's just setting everything up with that piston.
Closing seconds of the 6th round.
Let's go, Gal.
And there's the end of the 6th round. We apparently have been thrown a curve again as they're going to fight 8 instead of 6. So they will fight 7 and 8 rounds as this is the end of the 6th round, and they put the stools in. So again, originally set for 6, moved to 8, changed back to 6, and now they go back to 8 again. So a little different strategy now since we've got round 7 and 8. As again scheduled for a 6th rounder, but again both these fighters obviously with a 25-1 and a 16-26-1 record, it would dictate both of these should be 8-round fighters, but again it was originally set for only 6 rounds on the original card. So Logan just has to work a little harder. Fleary has a few more moments to try to see if he can steal this one away from this man here. 26-1 record, 25-1. I guess I'm giving it to him a little prematurely, obviously.
There you see Logan on the replay, lean back. Horace Fleary misses the big right hand, and he counters him with his own right hand shot.
Round 7 of a 6-round fight. Wait a minute. Round 7 of an 8-round fight. Now we're going. As these two fighters, again, they were aiming at 6. They changed it before the start of the fight. We were not given the full word on it, and now we're in the 7th round.
You see Gary Logan continue to try to keep his lead foot on the outside of the southpaw Horace Fleary, or at least he's the southpaw tonight.
There's that good, strong right hand again thrown, almost as a lead right that time by Logan. Fleary gets caught with another right hand, knocked him off balance. Another right hand, and here comes Logan right in on top of him. Logan trying to push away to get some punching room. Fleary just staying out of way by bending down. Logan leaned down there to see if there was an opening. Then they clinch in the corner here.
Keep him there, Gal. Keep him there.
These are really upsetting me now. They boxed through 7 rounds, and neither one of them are breathing all that hard. Fleary, I think, is starting to breathe a little harder with all those body punches he's been absorbing.
Yeah, they're having a cumulative effect, and he's doing a lot of wrestling here, and the referee's doing a good job. Let him know about it.
Let's go, Gary. Come on, Gary. Let's go, Gary. Step in, Gal. Come on, let's go.
Logan walking to him with a jab and continue to work off that jab. Oh, nice uppercut.
Nice punches indeed by Gary Logan. Got an arsenal of punches. Not only looping left hands to the body, he's got the straight right and left to the head. Leads off a good lead jab. Got some good tools, does Gary Logan.
Easy, Gary. Come on, let's go.
He's out there having fun, Sammy.
Yep.
in complete control here.
He's on his toes, bouncing around, looking for an opening.
That's it, Gary. Walk with him. That's all you got to do.
Going only a minute left to go in round 7. When they don't touch up at the beginning of round 8, I think we're in real trouble, Bob.
We might get a little overtime here.
That's right.
Now let's go, Gal. Come on, Gary.
Now warning to keep his head up here for Gary Logan.
That's it. You find him when he does that.
Nice try to nice straight right hand counter. Didn't really work out for him, but it was a good thought. His opponent coming bum rushing him.
That's it, Gary. Keep speeding out.
Really, you can see the difference in the class of the two fighters. Not to take anything from Horace Fleary, but Gary Logan is far and above. I mean, he's got a better assortment of punches. He's got better balance.
Gary Logan's hands being held down by Fleary. Referee was slapping at Logan's hands, trying to get him off, but it was to no avail as we end the 7th.
You're watching Sky Sports.
They will touch up, and that does mean it is the final round. This is number 8, Gary Logan in the black and white trunks. On your right now, sliding to the left side of your screen. A very, very efficient fight for him. He's done very well. Fleary tried to swarming in the early first 2 rounds. Logan kind of bit that bait a little bit, kind of tried to fight Fleary's fight early on. Then I thought in the 3rd round, particularly about midway through that round, he kind of got control of the fight again, able to lead with his jab, throw some good punches, really kind of come back and control, and it's been that way since, particularly in round 3 for him.
Yeah, no, he's doing a real good job here. There's a nice, beautiful combination. 1, 2, 3, like pulling a string.
Come on, Gary. He just wants to coast it, Gary. Let's go. Come on.
Gary Logan's corner,
Step in behind him.
hollering that all he wants to do is just to get in close and hold. Lead left by Fleary, fended off by Logan.
After the painting he's absorbed here for 8 rounds, I can't much blame him. Continuing to do excellent body work is Gary Logan here.
Hands up, Gal. Take the head out.
You know, one more left hook to that right side of his body, and Fleary may just kind of crumple here in a minute. He has really been taking some shots with that left hook to the body.
He really has, and it's a sign of an experienced fighter. Heads came together a little bit
Let's
there.
go, Gal. Right on him, Gal.
Now Fleary is checking to see if he had any abrasions on the outside of the left eye, as Logan wastes no time in getting right back in on him again, and Fleary holds.
Gary wants to assure he's got some abrasions when this is all
That's
said
right.
and done.
Said if you don't now, wait till it's over. Now both are warm for, one for holding the head up, the other for holding the head down.
The referee getting a little overzealous here. They're fighting the same fight they've fought for 8 rounds, and I guess he wants to make sure everybody knows.
Jump on him, Gal. Jump on him. Gal. Take your head out, Gal. Come on.
Horace trying to keep the distance short and trying to keep Gary Logan there on the ropes and smother those punches.
You're taking a look at a guy here, Bob, that's 26-1. And I think to some of the junior middleweights we've seen in the States, any good fights that might be, if you just thought of a fight off the top of your head, might be good as far as what Logan might be able to contest in the States.
No, he's a well-schooled fighter, but you know, the thing is, you know, you get a fighter. I mean, why would you want to bring a kid like this to the United States unless it was for a very significant bout? Because, you know, you got him at home, you're developing him. I'm sure he's got a good fan base there. United States is a long way to go, and they've got some tough fighters there, and they might be at home.
Last 10, Gary. Let's go now.
But I'm sure when they bring him up, when they step him up a level, you know, they'll get a good American fighter to come visit him over in the confines of his home.
Well, a couple of Brits that fought to an 8-round standoff here with Gary Logan. Probably clearly on just about everybody's card. Getting advantage here in Dusseldorf. It's just a matter of the pencils going to the paper. As you see Gary Logan there in his corner. Still talking about the strategy, still talking about things that could or could not have been done inside the fight, but otherwise it was almost a picture-perfect night tonight for Gary Logan. Fleary tried to challenge, he tried to muscle, he tried to wrestle, to no avail as Logan, an extremely experienced fighter. You saw him out of that clinch, taking that right hand just up by the right ear to protect against any kind of left hook, which obviously would be the best punch for Fleary. And then back out in the center ring where he wanted to fight here tonight. Good effort by Gary Logan, I thought, Bob.
And it's fitting that we end the broadcast with him digging that nice left hook to the body there at the end of this fight on the highlights.
So it's Logan again. Gets congratulations all the way around. The cards are being accepted here at ringside. And this 6,000 crowd into Phillips Hall. Once again, we'll have an opportunity to acknowledge either Logan or Fleary as the one that wins this fight in a well-fought 8 rounds, particularly for Gary Logan, who hopes to pick up his 26th victory. Does not get a knockout here tonight, but nonetheless does tack on a win, as Horace Fleary can just hope for the best. Numbers being acknowledged. So far, so good for Logan on one card. And there it is on the other 2 cards. Identical scores, and Gary Logan wins by unanimous decision. He goes 26-1. Gary Logan, truly one of the fine junior middleweights coming out of the UK program, wins here in Dusseldorf.
Well, the guys are quite right. He is, and we've seen his progress through 1993. What do you make of him, Glenn?
I think he's a very good fighter. He boxes well. A terrific body puncher. I mean, that really is his forte. I actually had one of my fighters against Gary Logan who lost on points. So I've seen him close up, and he is very good. Does everything pretty good. But I think it's time now that they start to push him, and I think he needs that push to bring something else out of him. He's got to the point where the people he's in with, he knows he can beat them, and he's doing his thing, and he's doing it well. But he needs a step up in class, and I think that'll bring some more out of him.
How good can he be in the future with that extra experience?
Well, I think he can be very good. He's got everything. It's down to what's inside of him, how much he wants to show, whether he can lift himself at the big occasion. He shows everything else.
So only time will tell, of course, about that.
Of course.
Anything he's got to work on from a technical point of view?
Technically, he's very good. He was in there with an opponent, Fleary, who is a very good opponent. He's been around the rings a bit. He's very good at defense, so he knew what he was doing, and he kept out of trouble pretty well.